manually focus my camera a little bit more?
Well,
or?
it doesn't really matter, and we are live now. Hello, everyone. This is Wivrex and Carlton joining you live. Carlton is joining us from 2004.
Hello.
As you can see, everything is grainy. That's how everything looked in 2004.
Color was just invented here on this webcam.
And we are here to bring you Central Florida versus UC Berkeley. This will be the last game of the regular season.
But it's not the last time we're going to hang out together, right, Wivrex?
It could be. I don't know.
Come on, man. I just got a brand new webcam for this.
We'll see what happens. A vintage off eBay. You found it in a thrift shop, in an antique store?
Time machine, actually.
Now, I'm going to let everyone weigh in on their opinion. I've got two options for you. We've got Carlton shot on 8mm and then faxed over and then flip booked. Or we've got Dancing Carlton.
I mean, you can have Dancing Carlton either way.
Place bets now. Hold on. Let's see it.
Okay, wait. Let me get it going here. Ready? My webcam. Hold on. Let me shrink it down here. I don't know how he does it. Put the other one back for a second. I need to see how he does it. Wait, I don't even get to see it because of the delay. How to do the Carlton. All right, here we go. All right, everyone calm down. All right, skip to the point where we're dancing. This is just a tutorial of people talking.
Just okay. Look up Carlton GIF.
And slide, and 3, and slide, and 3, and 1, and 2, and slide, and 3, and slide, and 1. All right, top that, actually.
Make sure to tweet at EpicenterGG. It's going to be a popularity contest.
So, speaking of votes, let's introduce our team so we can vote on who we think is going to be the victor. Tell me about UC Berkeley and how they've been doing this year, Wivrex.
UC Berkeley has been doing fantastic. They are currently they've been doing pretty good. Sorry, I was thinking of some other guys. Still good. 7-5 UC Berkeley. Picking up wins in the fall against Academy of Art, Cal Poly SLO, UC Davis, UC Santa Cruz, losing to UCLA, UC San Diego, and Cal Poly Pomona. Cal Poly Pomona, of course, stomping their way through these games.
They own.
In the spring, picking up wins on UT Rio Grande Valley, Concordia, and Wisconsin, losing only to Pittsburgh and Maryland.
Whew.
So this will be the last game of the season for UC Berkeley. I think Central Florida does have another game coming up. Is that correct? Why don't you tell me a bit about Central Florida here?
Let me tell you about Central Florida here, Wivrex. Currently 9-2, 6-1 in the fall, 3-1 in the spring. That's 1 loss in the fall, 1 loss in the spring. They've already got their loss out of the way. That's 1 loss per half. Therefore, I'm going to have to say they're going to win. Their loss was against Georgia, the team that has... is their loss going to get overturned? Because Georgia cheated?
No, I think all the overturns have already been overturned.
Wait, so they lost to non-cheating Georgia, I guess.
I don't know. That is a good question.
Interesting. And their other loss to Maryland. So apparently Maryland just beats both these teams. Can I vote for Maryland to win tonight? Maryland?
Absolutely. I will give you great odds on that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll take them. I'll bet my webcam. My prized possession.
To be clear here, Maryland, the team that's not playing, is the one you want to bet on?
Yes, I'll bet my webcam on them. So what am I going to take from you here?
To give everyone an idea, one sec. To give you an idea, this is the webcam that has a special button on it. Is that correct?
It has a button that prompts me to install MSN Messenger. I think let me hit it and see what happens.
We don't have no idea what's gonna happen. All right, everyone say goodbye to Carlton because we're about to lose it.
The Windows Live call button only works with Windows Live Messenger 8.1 or later. Do you want to install Windows Live Messenger? Yeah, might as well. Maybe you'll...
Radiant team.
Whoa, hello, those are some great flags.
Oh, UCB, of course. We've got the
I
anime
think that
girl,
might be my waifu.
the Japanese cartoon.
Dire team back.
I think that's actually my waifu, though. I'm not sure. There's so many, I just lose track of them.
Now,
And
what
then
is
the YOLO flag, that's a
what
classic.
does it say behind the YOLO? Those are clearly different letters.
Yeah. Wait, now I need to know. Well, look at XX MLG 420
10
YOLO
seconds
No Scope
remaining.
XX. That's a classic name.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't. Oh boy, we're in for a game tonight. I'll tell you that much, Wivrex.
Radiant
Absolutely,
team
we
back.
are, Mr. Carlton. Carlton, did you brush up on the 7.10
Dire team
changes?
back.
I glanced at them briefly before playing Into the Breach, so yes, I'm a master at them. I'll tell you that Lion looks like he might actually be able to lane a little bit. Actually, no, it was just his talents that got buffed. Enchantress had a big mana nerf. It was pretty minor stuff for the most part. I mean, I can look at it now.
10 seconds
Leon, Mr.
remaining.
Leon, he did have his mana drain get some extra
5 seconds
move speed slow on
remaining.
it. But the big changes are Dark Willow is now in Captain's mode.
Woo! Are we
Which
gonna see a Dark Willow?
She's not banned yet. The game that we just covered, it was banned first phase every single time.
Really? Ooh, interesting.
And
What do you think about Dark Willow, Wivrex?
I don't know. I haven't
Okay.
played her or played against her.
To me, she seems like she wouldn't be too good against good players. I feel like she seems like a pub stomper because you can just shift Q to move through her Bramble Maze. Her W, her like Shadow Realm, I think it's called, isn't really a real disjoint. It still gets hit by, like, it's not really.
You're
a real
just not
safe-
targetable with it.
Exactly, you're not targetable, but you still are yeah, it doesn't seem that strong. And then, obviously, the her delayed stun, good players are all going to separate the same way they do with Lich Ult. The same reason Lich Ult is really not that effective.
Well,
in high-level
Golgi
games.
disagrees with you.
What does he know? He's not even here for this cast.
He says that she's actually got an exceptionally good win rate in 5K plus. Part of her strength is her fear is incredibly good, and then you're able
Got
to
it.
fear, place a Bramble Maze behind a team, fear them into it, then drop your stun, all while your Bedlam is going out and tearing things up.
Bedlam does a ton of damage, and that's one thing I love about Dark Willow. Because I like to play her as a support. She's a support, but she brings the DPS. I would like to also say there's an Omni Knight ban, and I always agree with that. I'm sick of that hero. Can't handle it.
He got another nerf this patch. A
Good. Keep him
cooldown.
coming.
Cooldown is now a flat 11 seconds at all times on Purification.
Suck it, Omni Knight. Oh, by the way, speaking of the patch, there's one thing that didn't happen this patch with Rex, and that makes me very happy. Earth Spirit, although he didn't get buffed,
Did not get nerfed.
nerfed. I checked it over twice, the E section, to make sure I didn't miss Earth Spirit getting nerfed for I think 12th or 13th patch in a row.
Ooh, we got a Crystal
Maiden.
Baby.
So I think it was her talents were upgraded. I should probably pull the patch notes up actually.
She gets more move speed out of boots. That helps.
And it's also more expensive though.
They are more expensive though. But she is one who can take a jungle camp like it ain't her business, but it is her business. In fact,
It
if
is.
she started up a business for supports that can take some creeps in the jungle, she might be cornering the market.
Maybe. Also a business for supplying mana. So yeah, the Crystal Maiden was level 10 talent. She gets 250 health instead of 200, and level 15 she gets 120 GPM instead of 90. So her laning phase has not changed whatsoever, which is a huge deal for supports, especially position 5. First pick, I guess she's technically not first pick, she's first phase, since the XXMLG 420 YOLO no scope XXs were
You get that first pick.
Yeah, exactly. Clockwork Witch Doctor, those are some very typical first phase picks. Zeus, Crystal Maiden, not so much. However, I gotta respect that. I love Zeus. I just think Zeus is a great hero. Just because his damage output is so insane that you'll always have an electrifying time watching that small little Mario.
Stop it.
Oh.
That's a no. The bad Carlton. I will turn off your webcam again,
Come on, man. It's already broken.
which no one can even see right now. So next band's coming out, PL. He didn't have huge changes, just a talent change, but I've seen him more contested today, but that may just be because PL has been in an okay place and has been viable.
Invoker did get buffed, I believe, and Invoker is
Now maybe
a hero that
Bears.
has a hard time laning against PL.
I was gonna
It's
say maybe
Zeus's
Bears
talents.
want Medusa, but no, Zeus is already picked up. I don't think we're gonna see it. Ah, gross! No! No! God,
Come
no!
on!
Please!
Jesus! Why would they do that? Tinker? Ugh. Tinker, laser scepter bounce radius from 650 to 400. That's
10
good. I
seconds
like that.
remaining.
Yeah,
Laser
he-
mana cost increase from 95 to 170, as
seconds
from
remaining.
was it was before, to 110 to 170, so it's harder to cast in the early game. And his level 20 talent from plus 100 damage to plus 10 armor. And the last change is that he's still just as stinky as ever. That
And-
last one might not be officially in the patch notes.
And there was a nerf to Soul Ring as well, where it takes more mana or more HP to use, but gives you the same amount of mana, 170 HP. So that hurts Tinker
Ah,
pretty bad.
Yeah, then the non-strength heroes that want to get Soul Ring are going to have a harder time with the item. Well, everyone is, but the non-strength heroes will notice it much more.
Yeah, especially guys that don't have great regen.
Dire
Quap,
Ooh.
pretty classic mid lane pickup there. Oh, so is this gonna be probably an off lane Sand? No, I think this will be a roaming Sand King. I have to imagine they're sending the Zeus to the safe lane, right?
I like. Ooh. I'm not entirely sure what they want to
Yeah.
do with Zeus.
10
Sometimes
seconds
people run
remaining.
him off lane, or they might even be a dual lane. Dual lane's coming out from
5
the.
seconds
I'm
remaining.
not gonna call them by that. From Central Florida. I like all of the heroes on Central Florida except for Tinker, so I'm a little bit torn. But my hatred for Tinker outweighs my love for Zeus, Sand King, and Crystal Maiden. Quap, I think, is always a fun hero. She's flashy, she's quick, she fights. Zeus also fights. I think we're gonna have an action-packed game, and even though Tinker's in it, trying to ruin it for everybody, all the other heroes this game want to fight. Every single one. Maybe Crystal Maiden, you can make an argument, doesn't. She just likes to hang out.
Radiant team
Yeah.
battle.
And want to fight early, so they've got themselves a Juggernaut. The Clockwork is going to help them find this Tinker. If he's got rockets up looking for Tinker, he might be able to get a hook out.
Definitely. Also, Juggernaut's Healing Ward doesn't get bothered by March of the Machines. They don't have a way to really break Healing Ward. Zeus is a
10
terrible
seconds
attack
remaining.
animation, not very long range. Crystal Maiden has another terrible attack animation.
5
So,
Sand King, yeah, they're gonna need a big long boy. If they're going for a safe laner, maybe they might look for Terrorblade, who's still pretty popular right now. But I can't think of another ranged-ish person that might be able to deal with this.
I think the Healing Ward is actually going to be pretty
Troll?
insane this game.
They've got Troll on the table still. They could go for Troll, but they're gonna need. I don't know if that's right. Troll will give them some tower push, which they're a bit lacking right now. They can clear waves, but can't actually hit a tower yet.
That's fair.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm very interested to see what they're going to do here. What do you think?
Dire team.
So they've been out Lone Druid. Okay.
There's been some whispers of Wind Ranger, maybe back.
Did Wind Ranger get changed? I always still feel like she's just a weak hero.
Yeah, it's
Shackle Shot
definitely
had a
not
mana
a.
cost.
It's not the time of ranged cores right now, of position
10
ones at
seconds
least.
remaining.
And with Wind Ranger, she kind of has this weird, like, she always wants to
5
fight, but she
seconds
also wants to
remaining.
farm to stay relevant. Her Wind Run is counterable by items, which is just an awful, just like PA. It's hard to pick PA when a main mechanic of your hero is countered by item pickups. Same sort of thing with Wind Ranger.
Radiant team.
Oh, a Bat Rider. Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
They hate
yes.
Tinker just as much as we do, I think, on Berkeley. Actually, Bat Rider is awesome here.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to worry about Zeus breaking his Blink Dagger early if they can't get a good initiation.
Yeah, and when he blinks, he's gonna have a bit of a hard time until he
10
gets a
seconds
BKB
remaining.
maybe, because they should be able to respond pretty quickly with a Frostbite, with a
5
Burrow
seconds
Strike,
remaining.
with a Lightning Bolt. They might lock him in place early when he blinks in. He's gonna have he'll need to get the Force Staff up quickly. That'll buy him a little bit more time, but there will be a bit of pressure on the Bat Rider when he's trying to make these initiations.
Definitely, but also he's going to be able to scout out this Tinker, which is going to be a huge part to winning the game. Look at. I mean, we're still missing a hero for Central Florida, but if you look at their lineup without Tinker, their lineup isn't too scary. Zeus wants people to be ahead of him. Sand King either wants to initiate and get out so he can reinitiate, or he wants to counter initiate. He doesn't really want to be in the fight. And again, Crystal Maiden, she doesn't really want any enemies to be on the same screen as her. So they need a hero that can get in there But they also need a hero that can beat a healing ward. I actually really like Berkeley's lineup because Batrider, right now, Batrider kind of only has one target, which is Tinker. And if he gets Tinker, Central Florida is going to be, or rather, Berkeley's going to be in a great position. So I think Central Florida needs to pick another hero to split Batrider's targets up. So there's another high priority target. But again, if Batrider gets that other target, then they're just dealing with a Tinker who's only in the fight for so long before he runs out of mana and has to retreat.
They don't need Batrider either. They have Clockwork to initiate as well, and he's got some really good initiation targets. Pretty much anyone but the Sand King.
Even if he catches the Sand King, it's stopping the Sand King from using Burrow Strike aggressively. Here we go. What's the pick?
Phantom
Oh,
it's the
hello,
PA.
Phantom Assassin. So they still are gonna have issues with Healing Ward. Actually, PA it's gonna be hard to kill that PA.
Yeah. This will probably be a lane support Zeus, like a dual support, not roaming. Just his ability to put some damage out will secure their PA, I think. Is their idea. Or they might send him mid and help the Tinker out.
They could even roll the offlane Zeus, and then they have double stuns from their supports, which would be a very powerful lane with the PA. Although the offlane Zeus is always risky. And then, yeah, it would be support Clockwork. So we'll see how... Batrider, I think, is going to cause a lot of problems for Central Florida early on. Batrider is going to cause them a lot of problems throughout the game. This is gonna be an action-packed laning phase, which I always loved action-packed laning phases as well as this meta. The laning phase is just so extremely important. I like this. Even with the stupid Tinker, I like all other 9 heroes, and I think they might be able to redeem into a good game, even though, God.
I think, I don't know, it looks like Central Florida might be trying to do a tri-lane here, like Sand King CM PA, an aggro try, and then that'll leave the Zeus against the Batrider, but Zeus is going to have a really rough time against Batrider too. I don't see where this Zeus
But do they have anyone who can even lane against the Batrider? Only a tri-lane, I think, will be able to deal with him.
Yeah, they might just be sacking it to... they can't just sack the Zeus, right? They're gonna need
Zeus
his damage.
Just needs the levels, though, I think. He like, obviously farm is fantastic on him. But they might... I love Berkeley's draft. It's putting a lot of pressure on Central Florida already.
All right, it looks like we've got Zeus and CM coming to the bottom. They're going to be able to pressure the Batrider a good amount and keep him out, but...
It is a support Zeus. That was the correct call. So, not the most control, but a lot of damage output and the ability to get rid of wards. And then Clockwork obviously is going to want... Yeah, Clockwork with boot. So Clockwork wants to get his battery assault. And if Clockwork finds CM, if Clockwork finds Zeus, they're dead. Even a PA that doesn't have Phantom Strike is going to have a hard time. Clockwork wins in.
Yeah, Clockwork has a great setup here, and it looks like he will be... At least for now, he's hanging out with the Batrider, so they might be playing this together. Before we get into the rune pickups and maybe a bit of aggression, this is a league game, so we like to introduce you to the teams. Here on the Central Florida side, who will be on the Radiant, we got Squee on the Tinker. Frisian will be playing the Sand King. Merlin on the Zeus. Lone Dog on that PA. And finally, Purple Mudkip on the Crystal Maiden.
For the Dire, Berkeley, the underdog, score-wise this game. We have Feeder George on Clockwork, boots first, looking to feed on some support. Earl Grey with a neat little T icon beside his name, playing Juggernaut. Sosnovka on Batrider, looking to lasso some action into this game. Karap 0 and 18 on Witch Doctor, and Endure playing Queen of Pain.
Karap does not have a good score.
No, 0 and 18 already, and there's Batrider pulling, but he's gonna get frostbitten.
Yep, he's got the Firefly up. May be able to make his way around. The Lightning Bolt is picked up first to buy them a bit of time, but he will get the creeps and he's gonna pull them back, make it out. It'll cost him a bunch of regen, but I think he's just fine with it.
Yeah, almost all offlaners will, oh no, he lost it! No, this isn't worth it now for him. Usually you can get away with
Merlin's even here.
The lane.
Got a couple shots in. If he gets another lightning bolt, Sosnovka could be in a lot of trouble. Oh, he gave up on it. I think he just didn't have the damage. And as we're saying that, we missed the first blood in the top. Sand King down a little deep, and he's going to get spun up on.
wanted to play up with Caustic Finale. It is a strong spell in lane, but you know what else is a strong spell in lane? Blade Fury. Blade Fury is one of the best spells in lane. Yes,
Oh, there we go. Another Frostbite onto Sosnovka. Here comes the Lightning Bolt. Back down to about half his HP, and he's going to have to heal up. Sosnovka is going to get pushed out of this lane if this damage continues. Purple Mudkip, as soon as she gets 2, they're going to be able to continue this spam for decades.
And another thing to keep in mind.
Rishabh getting caught in the top again. Yeah, here we go. Maledict onto him. Maledict on top of Battery Assault is a painful, painful way to go. Now, going under tower, even Frisham. He's got Caustic Finale first, so he tries to use a salve, and he's actually going to survive thanks to that salve and a last-minute use on the Tango.
So both safe lanes going very well. One thing to keep in mind is Batrider has a dead ward on him. That Observer ward really isn't going to do anything because they can just immediately de-ward it with Zeus. So one of the wards for Berkeley is just not going to be able to get used in this bottom lane, and if it does get used, it'll just get farmed not too long after it's placed.
Right, Sosnovka has 1 Tango left. He's going to eat a dagger, and now Lone Dog jumps forward. But Purple Mudkip was not in range to get the Frostbite.
Unfortunate. A little bit more action.
It's working.
And Zeus and CM might actually be roaming mid. They have a smoke and they're leaving the lane. Currently, both carries are farming very well. 14 and 7 on Juggernaut, 14 and 3 on PA, having a great time. Third place for CS goes to Tinker, but he's only 1 last hit ahead of Queen of Pain.
Basically even at this point.
Yeah.
Batrider having a much better time than the Sand King, though.
That is correcto.
Batrider level 3 now. Sand King still sitting on
Sand King might have another bad time here. Caustic Finale only spell.
Into the cogs as well. Here comes the Battery Assault, picking him up. He was not able to get any of the. He wasn't able to get out of the cogs. And there they go. Feeder George gonna take him down.
The Battery Assault was breaking his auto attack, so he couldn't even get his like 18 gold bounty on the cogs. How frustrating.
trying to go onto Lone Dog. Lone Dog though.
11 wand charges. He's baiting.
Jumping out of there. And as the rest of his team comes in, there they go. Frostbite is up. He's trying to throw down some more sticky napalms and the Firefly. If they're not careful, they're gonna give up Lone Dog for this. That bait didn't work at all when you get the fish. Or when the fish gets the worm and doesn't make it out. Now taking down the Zeus as well. Sosnovka, if he takes one more shot from Frostbite, there it is. Sosnovka gonna go down. The dagger coming in, and they finally get him, but that was so worth it for him.
Oh, definitely.
Meanwhile, kills in the mid. Tinker goes down, but it cost them a clockwork, and Thur making his way out. So they're happy with that trade, taking the Tinker, only losing the clock.
Both going in favor of Berkeley. Yeah, it started off as a great bait from Phantom Assassin, but when she had an opportunity to run, she wanted to stay back in with, I think it was 6 charges of Sticky Napalm. I mean, the 11 wand charges is good, but 6 charges of Sticky Napalm is much better. You're not going to be able to survive long in that, as we saw. You could just, there was the moment where you saw PA realize what she was doing, and there was just way too late as her health was drained.
Yeah, I think she thought that maybe Mudkip would have level 2 Frostbite, or that the Frostbite she had would last a little bit longer and allow her to disengage from Sosnovka, but it just wasn't there and got chased down.
Ooh, Sosnovka found a little CM. I don't think he'll be able to take her out, though.
Throwing down plenty of stickies.
Oh, mid lane, though. Another kill on Squee.
And Thur is having a great time.
Yeah, those are Tinker kills. I love Queen of Pain surviving for both. And this time Clockwork was alive for the XP, so that's a big deal for young Clockwork.
Especially since bounties do not give XP now.
Oh, and Clockwork doing a little bottle trick for Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain's level 6 healed up. Level 2 Zeus mid. I want Queen of Pain to just blink on him and kill him.
Yeah, he could absolutely get destroyed right now.
325.
She's probably thinking like, there's no way he's just here by himself, right? Feeder George could be finding Purple Mudkip. No, Feeder George comes around. They want to go on the Lone Dog. Frisham, yeah, he's gonna have to burrow strike out of there, making his way away. Couple more shots could do it. There's Earl Grey picking up the kill. Now there's action in the bottom. Oh, Feeder George tries to go in onto Lone Dog, but Lone Dog, of course, able to just Phantom Strike away. Now mid lane, oh, they're trying to go onto Endure, but Endure looks like she's just gonna be fine.
Endure really wants to turn because it still has Sonic Wave up. And I think the biggest problem for Sand King, Freeshem, was that he went Cossack Finale level 1 and then got so far behind trying to play in a strong lane through. Oh my god, Tinker's about to
Crap.
pound again.
Crap is gonna find Tinker. There we go. Maledict onto him as well. And Dur has
He's
the Sonic
gone,
Wave,
though.
just holding it, not even knowing he doesn't even need to use it.
No! Oh,
the
I thought
Sonic
he
Wave.
missed for a
Okay,
second.
it looked like it was missed, and I thought he was getting killed by the Ancients, but
Oh my
it
God.
does connect at the very tippy, itty bitty edge.
Oh, I was
look
certain
at that
it
kill.
missed. Oh my god. Woo! A close call, but Endure keeping that lead.
And Dur now
Look at
coming
this.
bottom with a haste rune.
Yeah. And Witch Doctor taking XP mid. I love this.
She's
Oh,
bottling up.
Mudkip's been found. Not going for it.
Oh, and Dur, okay, not going on the PA, just head back to mid. Crapo.
Oh, they might go for Tinker again though. Here, Nano. Witch
There they
Doctor.
go. Here's the Shadow Strike. Oh, she can't. She doesn't want to hang out under the march. And expertly dodges the little dips and dives. Now, Feeder George is going to find Lone Dog. Here we go. Caught inside of the cogs. And now going to be able to blink away onto the creeps and make it her way away. Here comes Crapo. There's the coconut coming in. Sosnovka now going to chase her down under the tower. We've got a TP in from Sand King, but it's not going to be soon enough. Or is it?
Oh!
One more shot's going to be enough. Sosnovka finds her, but he will not go down to the tower either. Feeder George is going to make it out. Witch Doctor will be the sacrificial lamb on the out. No, he will not. Feeder George is coming here with his cog, and he's going to push Freeshem away and say, hey, please get away from my Witch Doctor.
That is an amazing trade because of the space it also created. PA goes down is huge because Juggernaut and PA were almost still even for CS. Juggernaut got a free lane because Sand King ported bottom and they still lost the PA. This is going to let Juggernaut take a huge lead while PA is unable to farm. Juggernaut has free farm and now he's pressuring a tower. Oh, Berkeley's in a fantastic position right now.
Yeah, he's a good 1,000 gold ahead of PA right now in net worth.
And now Central Florida's in a position where they need farm on all their heroes. All their heroes want space, yet they also need to respond to a Queen of Pain who can pressure mid or pressure another lane. A Juggernaut who's free farming and pressuring a tower. So Central Florida has no room right now. Already 8 minutes.
Oh,
into the game.
Freeshem has got to be careful. He goes under the wave, but he now needs to run away from Earl Grey. Oh, he's got the dust, and now Burrow Strike. Juggernaut could be in some trouble. He's gonna have to use. Okay, he uses his healing ward, and he's gonna be just fine. He wanted to go for that Omni Slash kill there, but the creep wave came in just in time for Sand King.
CM has been found down by the shrine bottom.
Bound and down. Carapo is going to be here. Turn around. No, he's already used his coconut. Feeder George chasing down on the purple Mudkip. We'll be able to find him. And now Endure is coming in. Maybe spotted the Tinker. Tinker's just making his way away. Feeder George gets the vision, but Endure is not ready to go in.
Look at that. They both have the same vision there, too, playing around it. What do we got? So we're going for Helm of the Dominator on PA. All right, that's pretty fair.
Earl Grey's ready to
Oh,
go.
Omni.
Oh,
Whoa!
Omni Slash.
Should have dusted first.
Yep, should have dusted Omni Slash instead. Freeshem is only going to get hit by one shot of it.
In the meantime, PA is getting chased in bottom
Very
lane, too.
good play. Yep, Lone Dog is looking quite in some trouble. Maledict up on him right now is going to have to go aggressively into the place that he does not want to be right now. Plenty of stickies coming out. Sosnovka has the lasso as well if they can close the gap on him. Lone Dog might be able to get enough distance. No, here it comes. Zeus, meanwhile, going down in the mid. Endure just wrecking. Lone Dog's going to go for the TP, but he gets the lasso. Very good job there from Lone Dog, trying to position himself in the neutrals. Oh, and the neutrals get the kill on Lone Dog.
It's a decent amount of space, but the thing is, when your position 1 is the player
Space
making
maker.
space, exactly, that's not ideal. It's not what you want. Tinker's really the only one who can benefit from that, and Tinker's in the jungle at the moment. Well, 3 of the heroes are off the map. Berkeley is in a great position. 3-11, they have a net worth lead, and they pretty much own every part of this map right now. PA is trying to avoid enemies, Tinker's trying to avoid enemies, and Sand King feels like a support more than a core.
I love the way that Lone Dog hedged his bets there. He blinked into the creeps and then just tucked himself as hard into them as he could. That way when he's TPing, he's got kind of 2 outs there, is that the lasso might get mistargeted, although it will prioritize him, so it's kind of hard to do. Yeah, getting run down right now. Or the neutrals get the deny, which is what happened. Purple Mudkip gonna go down. They get the shots on the Batrider. Batrider now trying to make his way away.
Stun.
He's got the stun coming in. The Coconut Maledict. Now Sosnovka's gonna make it away. It's bouncing back and forth on the Lone Dog.
Yes.
The Maledict doing a lot. Feeder George shows up as well. He's got the shrapnel, and he's gonna be able to find Lone Dog now. No creeps around him to split that shrapnel. The battery assault with.
Radiant's bottom
And Lone Dog
tower
is just
under
fine under the tower. It's bought enough time, wiggled it around enough that they are gonna have to get back.
But she's low health with no regen, and tower
And
goes
Thur
down.
is eyeing her.
has fallen.
Oh, go for it, Queen of Pain. This is with the Veil. I love the Veil pickup against.
Here he comes. Found him. Jumping in.
Just
Blink
go for it.
forward. No, not going for it. Oh, he's gonna find one more shot in the Lone Dog. Now Purple Mudkip could be in some trouble as well. They've already used the dagger, but Karapo's gonna come in. He's got the cast.
that cast.
Cast goes through, bounces. No extra. There we go. Last bounce onto Crystal Maiden, getting another kill here. Oh man,
This is Berkeley's map. This is Berkeley's game.
Radiant's top tower
Berkeley
is
just
Everywhere you go,
flex
it's
and
Berkeley.
Radiant's
Whoa, does Tinker have his spots picked up here? Not
He does
quite.
not.
Dang,
He's
they're
still about
pretty
1,000
much
gold away from them.
And oh, Juggernaut almost doubled the level of Sand King. Sand King did pick up his level 6. A double damage. Oh, Berkeley gets this. I mean, they're just gonna keep doing what they're doing, running all over the map and killing everyone. Yeah, Endure.
Radiant's middle
Endure's going
tower
right for that
is
Orchid next.
Earl
Earl
Grey,
Grey's
he's,
getting beat out, though.
he's baiting a bit though, because the rest of the team is coming in. The
Oh,
burst that
the
comes through,
burst
it's gonna miss now. They might be on the retreat, and that's gonna run them directly into the path of two very angry Berkeley
has no
players.
TP.
And Dura is here with the double damage route going on to Tinker. Tinker, no TP, is very dead here. Freesham looks like he may try and help. The burst strike comes through, but Earl Grey is not gonna be hit. Now he's got the healing ward, buying them a little bit of time. Level 6 picked up on Feeder George. He's gonna hook shot forward onto the Sand King, and Sand King
Batrider's
taken
about
as
to get kill
well.
bottom. Oh, Lone Dog, he wants to go for it. He'll die for
One more
this.
shot, he gets it.
He doesn't miss.
No miss. Now Witch Doctor is going to be in the trees. Make sure that he dies instead of the Batrider. And Berkeley is just getting all the right trades, all the right things on the map. Sometimes
Exactly.
not even trading, just straight up picking up, being like, nope, that's mine, thank you.
Berkeley is loving this. They're just fighting. Tinker's not even that close to his bots. Sand King has a Blink Dagger queued up as if that's going to happen anytime soon. Oh, Sand King wants to die.
Oh,
Zeus is porting in, but Zeus has no ult. And I guess there's no Omni. It's just more space. And where's our Queen of Pain hanging out? She's just
Yeah.
farming for a little moment now. Likely to see her be active once again with full health and mana and map control currently on Berkeley's side. Actually, 3 Berkeley heroes top. They might try and go for a T2 while Queen of Pain makes space. Poor PA they have an open lane bottom, and PA doesn't feel safe going there. She has to go to the bottom lane, or rather the jungle instead of the bottom lane. And here we go. Some
Scans up
supports
mid.
might
Oh.
find each other.
they're going to find the D ward.
That's a full duration ward. Oh, that feels good.
I'll take that as tribute.
Freshly placed. Now the rest of Berkeley is up on the high ground, just scouting out another kill. Sweet is rearming, but Earl Grey's gonna find him. Here comes the Omni Slash, and Peter George comes in with the battery assault. Another kill onto Tinker. This Tinker is having a terrible time.
Look at Freeshove just gets pinged out. He has a cooldown on his TP scroll, but Berkeley doesn't know that. Oh, Sosnovka finds him. I doubt
He's
gonna
hunting
survive.
him out. Grecian's got a burrow strike. May be able to go deep. Oh, but the coconut comes in. They've got Maledict on him, even using the death ward. Now they've got the hook shot. Gonna come in, connects on Sosnovka, but the ancillary stun will be able to stop that sandstorm.
So what is happened to PA's net worth? I guess it's just all in the phase boots Aquila wand. I was hoping for an item. I don't even know if PA can build anything at the moment to keep her in this game. She wanted to get a fighting or farming item, but I think the time for farming is I don't know how she catches up.
Long since passed. Yeah, she's going for the Desolator right away.
I think she has to just hope to get lucky. Roll the dice and get a couple crits.
Get some one daggers.
And that's what the hero does. It's not gonna. It's a gamble picking PA. That's why it's so rarely seen. But when it's picked, it can be quite fun. I don't know if this is gonna be one of those games though. We'll see after the Desolator is picked up. Maybe she'll be able to just have some time to throw some daggers to get some big hits.
Between what she's going up against, the bouncing cask, all that stuff, she's gonna need a BKB too, really, to to be able to be super effective. Like, if she jumps on anyone, Sand King's just gonna, or Sand King, Clockwork's gonna sit up next to her with the battery assault and make sure that she can't do anything.
And Clockwork's going Blade Mail. I think Clockwork almost always goes Force Staff first, but going Blade Mail this game.
Oh, Hookshot gonna catch onto Freesham. Freesham has to hook on, or Throw Strike onto the low ground, but he goes right into a cast, which is bouncing back and forth between him and a creep. Now Earl Grey is in here as well. Deathwood up on the Purple Mudkip. They already used the Thunder God's Wrath, and then Dura's here to use the wave. Merlin in a bad position has a Yules, but is gonna be able to walk back. They get 2 support kills. They're pretty happy with that, but this is going to open up yet another push, and they're just not even slowly, very quickly restricting the map access for Florida.
Squee has picked up Boots of Travel on Tinker, so it's going to be able to help Central Florida get a bit of map control back, but he can only go where Berkeley isn't. He still can't compete with them. And once again, Berkeley's positioning is just amazing for these fights. Sand King had no direction. He could have Burrow Striked there that would have saved him. Either goes into Juggernaut, he goes into Witch Doctor. Regardless, he's going to die. Berkeley is doing a fantastic job controlling the map. Right now,
oh, we got a lasso out onto Zeus. Zeus now going to get caught up. Crapo coming in with the Maledic. Maledic doing so much damage. He Yules up, but he's taking so much damage. He's going to go down very, very quickly.
Where did Zeus get this Yules from?
Oh, we got a hook shot coming out. It's on to Squee. Squee now caught the Tinker. Freezing Field coming through on Purple Mudkip, doing quite a lot of damage, but it gets canceled. They will get a return kill on the Clockwork, and now Endure could be in some trouble. Oh, not able to blink out of there in time, but Sosnova burns down Lone Dog once again. Caught by the Maledic's gonna burn down Sand King before he can do too much. And now Purple Mudkip, the sole survivor, is gonna get spun down by Earl Grey. Earl Grey, he's daring. He was daring Zeus to complete that TP.
He could have baited it with Yules, I think, actually. Oh boy, you didn't want to risk it. That's huge though. PA got the kill on Quap there, and CM got the kill on Bat Rider. Not quite as exciting. CM will likely end up turning that into wards.
A little.
What did PA though?
Let's let it update, but I think there will be a little wiggle of life there for Central Florida in the net worth chart after that fight, but it is still a 10k lead at 18 minutes.
Berkeley learned their lesson, and they're going to go for Roshan before they start pushing for T3s before they even have level 2 alts on many of their heroes. Orchid just about picked up on Queen of Pain. Less than 100 gold. That's just a great item. The stats are awesome. The mana regen's awesome, and it's going to allow her to pretty much guarantee a kill on whoever she goes on.
George hookshot onto Tinker. Now Freesham is channeling up the epicenter. Burrow Strikes in. This will be a failed attempt there from Peter George. A bit ambitious with none of his team behind him.
I was going to say Berkeley's getting a little cocky, but look at what happened. All of Central Florida's heroes are pulled into the jungle for a kill on a support, while Berkeley takes Roshan.
That is true.
Clockwork for
Tactical
Roshan.
feed.
That's a before 20-minute Roshan. They love that. And as I was saying,
this isn't like a big Roche taking team either.
Yeah, they have the healing ward beatdown,
And that's it.
but with the Orchid on Queen of Pain, the same way Bat Rider's going to be able to single someone out and kill them, Queen of Pain can now do the same thing with Orchid. Now, with pretty much PA and Tinker being the only cores on the team, Berkeley now has 2 tools against 2 cores that will almost guarantee a pick-off. So as much as Berkeley's already been dominating, Orchid is a great item for Berkeley to continue what they're doing. Find a Sand King, or rather not a Sand King, find a PA, find a Tinker, take them out, and then just clean up the rest of the team. They can't really compete with Berkeley's superior net worth and levels.
Yeah, and they're going to need, and then I suspect that Queen of Pain will turn that into a Bloodthorn, maybe a little earlier than you might normally see, or it might be prioritized. She's going to go for the BKB, but the Bloodthorn,
I like the BKB.
The Bloodthorn will help them absolutely destroy the PA.
Central Florida is not in a position to deal with BKB because PA isn't ready to fight. Still doesn't have Desolator. However, Sand King does have Blink Dagger, and I don't think it's been revealed yet. Here it is. That's the Blink Dagger reveal.
Yep. 20 seconds on another epicenter, so they're not going to be able to stop at the top. Oh, or in the mid, but Freesham now underneath. He's trying to get through the cogs. He's going to eat a Maledic, go through the cogs, take some damage. Earl Grey is here, but they are their gate has failed. They're going to back up. Oh, meanwhile, they'll just trade it for Freesham. Oh, the Maledict, of course.
Maledict are in charge. Clockwork's almost got his. Clockwork's Blade Mail is going to be about the same timing as PA's Desolator. God, could you imagine after all this work PA's been doing, trying to get back in the game, First thing that happens is she just kills herself on a Clockwork Blade Mail with her Desolator. Oh, it'd be so demoralizing. Tinker doing what he can to push Berkeley back, but Berkeley doesn't really seem to care. Endura's just tanking a T2 to beat it down right now. Oh, whoa.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom
Alright, that's it.
tower
All
has
tier
fallen.
2s claimed at 21 minutes. This isn't even like a big pushing lineup with a Lycan or something.
Yeah, it's just a lineup that Central Florida's unable to hold back.
Alright, Burrow strike forward on the Queen of Pain. They're going to get a little bit of damage in here, but Glimmer Cape is there to make sure she doesn't take too much damage and can make it out safe.
I love the Glimmer Cape. Obviously, there's the synergy between Death Ward and Glimmer Cape going invisible where you're channeling your spell, but also look at how much magic damage is on Central Florida. BKB, we already talked about, is great. Glimmer Cape is just a very cheap way to deal with the high magic damage coming out from
Epicenter, Olive Crystal Maiden, Tinker, the Zeus.
PA's the only real physical damage. And then Blade Fury as well with his magic immunity. Berkeley's prepared. And Force Staff getting picked up on Batrider after the Yules. I think that's fine. Yules has been very popular with, just because I believe the movement speed and the mana regen are quite high value stats, since it seems that once a team takes map control, they don't want to ever have to go home and risk it, and Yules keeps you on the map.
Alright, Burrow strike forward on the Queen of Pain once again, Glimmer Caped up. Carapo is just sticking to her. Like a
Are we
little
going to
brother
see a pipe pickup? Without it, it might actually be hard to break the T3.
Yeah.
Let's take the Tinker off.
They're doing a great job of split pushing right now. They're not really worried about any one person getting jumped, and if too much commitment comes out in any lane, the other lane just gets to push. So look at this, they're chipping away at all the tiers right now. Queen of Pain just able to blink out. We got a little bit of chip damage on top, a little bit of chip damage on bottom. Nothing on mid yet, but that's because none of the cores are really hanging out there.
Yeah, they're just trying to keep Tinker running back between top and bottom lane. Endura's getting very close to BKB. Desolator picked up now on Phantom Assassin. I heard a hook shot.
Hookshot comes out, but it doesn't connect.
Oh no, now they just have over a minute until they can use it again.
They've got the Aegis, right? What they need to.
They just need a
they're in
real
good position
initiation.
to- Yeah, commit here. I guess they were waiting maybe for that Clockwork. Now it's going to be on the Batrider. Batrider does have his Blink and a Yules. No Force Staff though.
They pretty much need the Tinker. They don't really have an option to go on anyone else. PA would be nice, but Tinker's the real problem right now because March of the Machines is just stopping Berkeley's ability to get creeps in the base. And this is the reason people throw up in their mouth a little bit when Tinker's picked. 16k gold lead, 23 minutes in, 8 to 27, and Berkeley can hardly get to the steps to Central Florida's base.
They can't stand on this high ground for more than a second.
A pipe pickup. Oh, and there's Aegis actually even goes down. Ugh. That just feels bad. You couldn't even use the Aegis. Not
Berkeley,
because of...
yeah, Berkeley is not going to feel confident trying to get to the high ground now, right, Carlton?
They definitely aren't, and this is why Tinker frustrates people, because you don't have to do anything special. You just hit rearm, you hit March. You hit rearm, you hit March. It's not fancy, it's not fun, but it works, and you can't take that away from them. Mantis style picked up on Juggernaut, so that's going to allow Juggernaut to deal with the blink from, or not the blink, rather the blind from Tinker's laser. Juggernaut wants to go Diffusal, Blink Dagger, actually. It'll get him in the base, it'll help him do damage. I still wouldn't mind seeing a pipe, and the reason is because not just for the high magic damage that Central Florida has, but because pipe hits your creeps, and that lets your creeps get into the base and deal damage. Every second wave, you'll actually allow your creep wave to get through the march and start hitting the tower, breaking back door, and giving Berkeley a better position to initiate a fight, and eventually get a high ground objective.
Yeah, I definitely don't think we're going to see the pipe on, and I don't think this is what you're implying, on Juggernaut, but unfortunately, they need it quick, and he's the one that could deliver it, but you just can't afford that. Right now, all the supports are working on Force Staffs. Peter George, Batrider, and Crapo are all three working on their Force Staffs right now.
I just feel the Diffusal is a little bit weird this game. I don't see... I guess he wants to go Diffusal Mantis style. Yeah, he built Mantis style to break the blind. He wants Diffusal because it makes his illusion so much powerful. It's the thought process. It's a really strong build. It's a classic Juggernaut build. I mean, I don't even really have an alternative what he could have gone this game. The Blink Dagger, I think. Oh no, he actually switched it. He's not going to go for Diffusal. He's going for the Monkey King Body deal with PA.
BKB. Oh, sorry. That's excuse me. That's PA going for the BKB. I actually wouldn't disagree with a BKB on Jug instead. He could just
I was
BKB
gonna say,
and
BKB on Jug wouldn't be bad.
yeah, he could just pop his BKB, head up to the high ground, and smack away. Doesn't have to worry about blind. Doesn't have to worry about March. Doesn't have to worry about anything really except for the PA.
And yeah, Juggernaut BKB is. It seems a little silly with Blade Fury, but it's very dangerous. Juggernaut has a ridiculous amount of time you can spend magic and with that Omni Slash taking them away from danger as well. One thing I want to point out that is going to be very valuable this game is Zeus just hit level 10, and Zeus picked up 25% XP gain. Tinker's a hero that drags games out. Central Florida's in a really rough spot, getting not very much gold, not very much XP. I believe Zeus's 25% XP game is actually going to be quite a big deal. Zeus also somehow has a Kaya. I don't know where Zeus is getting these items, but it's happening. He has
he's making it work. This
poor little support.
He's he's fourth in net worth, like fourth from the bottom.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
fourth from the bottom. Excuse me.
Above the offlaner from his own team by 1,000 gold.
This is all he's got. That's all of his gold right there. Frisian gonna get stopped up, and Sosnovka has to get out of here. He took a ton of damage from this Tinker. Tinker's just delaying this game out. And it's working right now. He's getting the XP, he's getting the items that he needs. He can't go out of his base though. It doesn't matter when all the creeps are constantly there for you to soak up.
Are there any other interesting item pickups we're seeing? Force Staff on Witch Doctor standard. Clockwork's going Force Staff as well. 2 Force Staffs on the team. Well, Force Staff makes a lot of sense with Clockwork.
Sosnovka's finished his Force Staff, hasn't queued anything up yet next, so we don't know. Burrow Strike through on Juggernaut. Juggernaut's gonna have to spin away. If he might have wanted to TP there, okay. Luckily, Florida doesn't chase him down. They're worried about who might be behind him.
And they are getting damage on these towers. Very slow, but there's damage.
Yeah, top tier 3 is at about half HP now.
And look at this, Central Florida's is getting dragged around. All 5 heroes go bottom, all 5 heroes go top. Tinker's getting practice hitting R. Juggernaut pushing, and MKB just picked up just like that on Juggernaut, and now he's queued up the Blink Dagger. I really like the Blink Dagger on Juggernaut this game, just because the initiation is how Berkeley's going to get into the base. If they feel like this slow siege isn't going to work, they just need one good initiation on Tinker. Likely the next time the Aegis is up, Berkeley will get it almost uncontested, and they'll have another chance for Clockwork to hit a hookshot and start a fight. A problem that happened last time was that Berkeley got the Aegis. They did what many teams do, and they waited out almost the full duration of the Aegis, using it as an advantage, using it as map control to allow them to farm.
Oh, Omni Slash goes out. It's not gonna kill Earl Grey, or sorry, Lone Dog. And he's buying time once again. Endures here in the bot. Goes up on Zeus. Zeus just using that to stay safe. Mid lane, top lane, not getting pushed in, so no sufficient chip or anything like that accomplished there. Earl Grey, Omni Slash is going to be down now. They're just trying to wait out the next Roche. It's going to be up in 1 second, but they haven't really been scouting it, so I don't know if they're after it. As soon as they disappear from these lanes, Florida's going to know.
Definitely, but can Florida do anything? Like, Zeus ult will show. Tigger can get there, but he'll get there way before anyone else. They need a big Sand King initiation if they want to contest the Roche.
Yeah, they got to get a big Epi, Freezing Field, no Glimmer Cape or anything like that up for Crystal Maiden. So it should be relatively easy to cancel, and she's got to worry about the cask bounce.
The cask is going to be very valuable because Berkeley, anyone doesn't want to waste a spell on a Crystal Maiden, a stun especially, so cask will help a lot with that. As I was saying earlier though, with the Aegis, when Berkeley waited it out, when Clockwork missed his hook, Berkeley lost the window there to the win. I think Berkeley will be much more aggressive with this Aegis.
And so what they're going to do is they're going to have the rest of the team still sticking around, showing themselves in lane, while Juggernaut tries to take the Roche.
Juggernaut's damage output is much higher now that he has an MKB since last time. And he's actually going for the Abyssal Blade. So that'll make him quite a bit tankier and give him an opportunity to beat down PA.
Yeah, I like it. PA with the way that they're not able to crack this or get any kills, PA is slowly building up her net worth. She's working on that BKB, and she's going to have it pretty soon if they're not too careful.
And the stun from Juggernaut will help a lot. I do also like the Blink Dagger that Juggernaut was thinking about. Abyssal Blade, obviously just a fine item, very safe item. Not the highest damage output, but look at the rest of the items in the inventory. Here we go, mid lane. Actually, they're missing a player. Batrider's getting bounty runes right now.
They're just getting chipped. They've got the siege creeps here shooting away, so more chip, chip, chip. This is Doritos Gaming.
Yes. Well, oh, Clockwork got really excited. He's looking for this Tinker.
Oh, he's gonna get him with the hook shot now. Here comes the battery assault coming back in. Squeeze, gotta be careful. Battery assault, getting them up. Squeeze can't do too much. All right, there we go. The blade mail has run out. A couple more shots onto Squeeze. They're gonna get the Tinker. Yes, immediately buy back because they're fighting in the base. Now using the Sonic Wave, picking up the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden, no buyback. They're not gonna have freezing kill or anything like that. They use the Thunder God's Wrath. That's gonna force out Endure and Sosnovka, but Endure had the BKB up on that, so it didn't take too much damage. Now they get just more chip. It's more chip. More lays, more Doritos. Top tower now sitting at 275 HP.
The big victory there is that Berkeley now has a win condition. Killing Tinker is a ticket to game 2. Going 1-0 into game 2. If they can catch him out, they know that they can win this. Poor CM died without buyback, so she could carry a Ring of Health in her backpack. A little frustrating. And Aegis was not spent, I don't believe. She's on Queen of Pain, Aegis on Juggernaut. And Tome of Knowledge on Witch Doctor. Tome of Knowledge actually received quite a decent buff with the removal of XP and bounty runes. Tome of Knowledge had a 200 experience buff added to it. For the first one.
Yep, extra 200 on it. And that means all the subsequent ones will probably have an extra 200 in them. Not stackingly, just you get one.
Yes. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Oh, here we go. Tinker marching the machines.
Sosnovka?
Oh, Batrider really wanted to go. You could see it.
He's pinging his team like, guys, I got one. Oh, hookshot's gonna come through, and Endure tries to jump in. BKB is up. There they go. They get a lasso onto Zeus. Just on the Zeus. Zeus does have buyback if they want to use it. Earl Grey's got the healing ward down. Now they force Zeus out. They've got the creeps in the top lane pressuring the tower. Tinker's gonna have to go deal with them. Gives them a little bit of a shot inside. 248, a mere 25 damage done to that tower through all of that. Earl Grey's cleaning up the wave, and here they're ready to go. A burrow strike into a pause.
No, look at Witch Doctor in the air, ready to dunk.
All right, Frisham is immediately going to make his way out of there. Blink away, but this gives everyone else on the top. No threat of a burrow strike. They get an Orchid onto Tinker, and Tinker's going to have to get that H back. Now beating away into the tier 3 tower. This could be the first tier 3 tower that we see going down.
They're not really wants
Earl Grey is spinning up. He's holding his Manta even. And they're going to be forced back yet again. They've got, what, a minute and a half on this Aegis? I think they're being a little too careful here.
Oh, I think they could have just went for another tower. Look how much damage Juggernaut did mid. He did enough damage to finish top tower and open up the shrines. Oh, there's a Lincoln's wasted.
Thur, Batrider, frostbitten up.
One thing I think is a little silly is Witch Doctor has placed 2 sentries inside the mid tower's true sight range. The last 2 tower.
All right, first tier 2 or first tier 3 goes down. Are they going to keep the pressure up? Are they going to turn it around?
They have Aegis, so I think they want to hang out here.
Yeah. Earl Grey taking a lot of damage, but he's got... Oh, Thunder God's Wrath, there we go. Earl Grey gonna spin up. He blocks the hook shot from coming forward. Now they get a lasso instead. It's on to Tinker. Tinker's on the low ground, going down, no buyback. 70 seconds, they're gonna have to fight this without him. The Sonic Wave comes in, it catches Lone Dog and Purple Mudkip. Lone Dog getting taken down, and Sosnovka as well. Now they've got buybacks available on Zeus and PA, but are they gonna be able to do anything about this? PA buybacks, Zeus buys back. Now the rest of the team are in here. How many? 30 seconds left on the Aegis. They can still bait something out and use it. Getting another tier 3. Now, Epi is doing nothing. It got canceled. There they go. Canceled. Earl Grey still alive. They got to be careful that he doesn't lose this Aegis at a bad time. But they use it. They claim the next tier 3. They're up on the high ground. They've got the timer. They've got a little bit of time to go to work on these buildings. 10 seconds left on the Aegis.
The BKB, it's only a win condition.
Oh, he's going to spin up. Now BKB expiring. He's not careful. This could get canceled. Okay, not going to get canceled. He's fully healed up now. And Duran's working on the top Rex.
Prop's gonna hold on to the cheese. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. They go on 2 full lanes.
They're gonna get him. Hookshot comes forward. They're gonna catch Zeus. Zeus caught inside. Oh no, and the Burrow Strike catches him. He's gonna have to force that out of there, pushes him into his base to save the Clockwork. Staying alive for now with the Glimmer Cape and the healing from Garappo. Squeeze trying to come in, throwing some rockets out, but not enough to claim anything. They get their second set of racks full, and they're gonna back up, except for Earl Grey, who's gonna stay and beat these catapults down.
A pipe has been picked up on Clockwork, which I love to see. Even though 2 lanes are already down, I very much love that pickup. Abyssal Blade picked up on Juggernaut in the meantime, and forced that finish on Witch Doctor. Oh, Nullifier on Quap. That's very fun. One thing I want to point out for everyone, this is a free little tidbit from us here at the CSL. If you're playing Sand King, you should shift Q your blink after Epicenter so you never embarrass yourself by blinking a second early into the enemy team and not actually finishing your Epicenter task.
Canceling your channel, yeah.
Oh no, you know he
I have done that way more times than I care to admit.
It's one of those mistakes that it just hurts when you make it, and it should just be completely avoidable by shift queuing the blink dagger. And it's just, especially in a moment like that, you've been defending and defending. Sand King's gonna get this big Epicenter off, blinks in, Burrow Strike, and that was it.
Dire are scanning.
Ooh, almost level 25 on Juggernaut. Let's take a look at his talents. 600 health or 5 Omni Slash strikes.
I think
Those
he'd
aren't
love the
too exciting.
I think he'd love the Omni Slash just to keep him off the ground longer, away from the marches. Or he can just
you can
eat.
even
He
justify
can
the
just
600
eat.
health and
Yeah, just eat the marches.
With only 1 lane left, like just get 600 health and go hit buildings. Plus 100 Blade Fury DPS. That's kind of cool too. But by that point, you want to be right.
44,000 gold lead at 37
Ooh.
minutes.
Ooh!
And
I didn't even. Whew.
And Berkeley is just still hesitant to close this out because Tinker. You know, we've been throwing some crap against Tinker, but this is why.
We're
this
justified.
We're above the really a 1K per minute gold lead.
Even if it could be 44k gold lead in 70 minutes. That's still such a gold lead that it's just insane a hero can hold that back, and that's why Tinker gets such a bad reputation. Here we go.
But he don't give a damn about his bad reputation. The Orchid into Sand King. They get a hookshot forward. They're going to catch Crystal Maiden, but Peter George not able to do anything yet. He's inside the Cog's going to force himself out. Has Lone Dog caught, but fighting on the top. They're all worried about that Clockwork. Meanwhile, they're going to lose their Zeus and their Tinker in the mid. Now, Purple Mudkip getting taken down, and good game gets called. It's going to be Berkeley taking it very convincingly in a 1-0 fashion.
There it is. The game is finally over. Although it took, how long did that take us? 38 minutes to end the game. The game was over quite a bit longer than that. Hold on, let me get this old-fashioned webcam back and running here, team. We're back. The game was over long before that. It just took the team forever to finish it. It took Berkeley forever to finish it because of Tinker. But you know, before we got into that long drawn out slow siege, which Berkeley came out on top of, it was the laning phase from Berkeley and also the draft from Berkeley that put them in that position. It didn't seem that Central, the only time it felt that Central Florida really was doing well in the laning phase was against a level 1 Batrider, and that all got thrown away when Lone Dog tried to bait out with the wand charges, got a little bit too cocky, turned around, burned down. Freesham just right out the gate with the level 1 Caustic finale against 3 heroes. He died for first blood, I believe it was, and he never was able to recover. At one point, Juggernaut was almost double his level. And then the Tinker Queen of Pain lane went back and forth a few times, but you know, Peter George had no problem trading his life for Tinker, which is definitely a worthwhile trade. And Endure turned that extra space and extra farm into ganks and more space on the map. And Berkeley took a very early lead. They were in charge that whole game, but a very early lead that just turned into a very slow siege and then turned into them able to finally take the Ancient with that ridiculous goal lead against that ridiculous Ancient defender, which is Tinker.
Yeah, the Batrider, his offlane just went so swimmingly. He could not have hoped for a better offlane. On the flip side, Sand King was just having a terrible time. So yeah, Berkeley really just claiming it in every lane, starting pretty early with it and just running from there. And there was, if you saw the net worth chart that I was throwing up, there was that one point where they got a couple kills, I think when they were at high ground. But after that, it was a steady decline there for Florida.
I love how Berkeley drafted the Bat Rider. They already had the Clockwork before the Tinker, but the Bat Rider after Tinker I love, and even the Quap going Orchid, trying to single a hero up, because Tinker's a bit of a diva in the sense that if a Tinker's in the game, he's always going to have a presence, he's always going to have a spotlight on him, and he's always going to need attention from the other team, no matter what. A bad game, a good game. I think that was a 12-minute bots on Tinker, which isn't it's slow, but it's not insanely slow. And even then, you saw how long he was able to draw the game out, how much net worth. He had 11,000, just shy of 12,000 net worth. The next closest on his team was 9,500 on the position 1. Um, Tinker's always going to have a role to play every game that Tinker's in. And because there was a Bat Rider, because there was a Quap that went Orchid, and because there was a Clockwork, they were able to somewhat deal with the Tinker. But even then, you saw how much of a fight Tinker put up. I think that we're going to see a Tinker ban in the first phase coming out from Berkeley this next game.
All right, we are going to send you guys to a quick break before they start the next game, and we will be right back.